It's day 27 of these 40 days of stewardship. This week, we're talking about the idea of giving. And you may be struggling with this because you're thinking, man, look, we're trying to pay off our debt. We're trying to do all these kind of things that you set us up in our budget. And man, we don't have a whole lot to give. Maybe times are tight. Maybe you've lost a job or you're working less or there's some big expenses that have hit you that were unexpected. I get all that. Been there, done that, right? And so you're asking the question, listen, do I need to give when times are tight? And my answer to that is yes, you can do this. And the Bible tells you you can do this. Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You may be saying, now, wait a minute, that's not what that verse means. Yeah, it is. Philippians 4:13 is one of the most misused, misapplied verses in the Bible. To a lot of people, Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That means that Christian linebackers make more tackles, Christian running backs get more yards, Christian basketball players make more shots, Christian business people make more deals, Christian people can sit through longer sermons. Now, you never hear it applied like that, right? Never hear somebody walking into church going, man, I can get through this sermon today through Christ who strengthens me. That is the one way nobody wants to apply it. But, we want to apply it in all these ways that it helps us to do what we do and do it even better, especially through hard times. But that's not really what that verse is about. That verse comes in the context of giving and managing and being a good steward when times are good and when times are tight. Yesterday I began reading in Philippians 4:14. Did you catch that? So today I want to read the paragraph that Philippians 4:13 kind of brings to a conclusion. Listen to this. Philippians 4, and I'm going to start reading in verse 10, and I'm going to end the paragraph at verse 13. Listen to this. He says, I rejoice in the Lord greatly that now at length you have revived your concern for me. You were indeed concerned for me, but you had no opportunity. Not that I'm speaking of being in need, for I know I've learned in whatever situation I am to be content. I know how to be brought low, and I know how to abound. And in any and every circumstance, I've learned the secret of facing plenty and hunger, abundance and need. And here it comes. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So reading that verse in context, it really kind of helps us understand the true meaning of it. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me is about management. It's not about getting more yards in a football game. It's about learning how to manage a lot, and it's about learning how to manage and trust God even when you have a little. Philippians 4:13 is about stewardship. And so it helps us to answer that question. Man, if times are tight, do I still need to give? Yes. Because remember, giving is not about amounts. It's about obedience. Yeah, you may not be able to give as much, but we still need to be faithful to give. And I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me means that he is strengthening me to learn how to manage this situation. He is strengthening me to trust the Lord and experience his provision, even through a difficult time in my life, that I can let something go, trusting that he is going to return it back, that he is going to supply the needs that I have as I go through these tough times. So I want to encourage you with this action step today. You can't fix a bad situation with a bad decision. And we sure don't fix a bad situation by sending a message that we really don't trust God. So I want to encourage you to pray about the situation you're in. Continue to be faithful to give. You may have to scale back some of your giving. Hey, so be it. If you have a little, you give of what that little that you have. But we also in this situation need to pray about managing the situation. So look back at your budget. Is your budget reflective of the situation that you're going through, that you're learning like Paul to have a lot and manage a little? Because in learning how to manage that little and to be faithful and trust God, there's going to come a day, there's going to come a season. I want to encourage you with this. You're going to have a lot again. It's going to be okay. You're going to go through these ups and downs of life. And man, as we do it every single time, we learn some new things in the bottom that really kind of helps us at the top. And so I want to encourage you to stay faithful. Continue to give. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you.